Howdy, everybody. Welcome on into the cargo bay where it's time for a little bit of hobby talk.
Hey, you looking for hobby talk? You looking for a little bit of hobby talk?
You got that hobby talk over there?
You got any of that hobby talk? You got a hobby talk? Good news, we got that hobby talk.
All right. How are you, BC?
Doing pretty good, Adam B. How's it going?
I'm doing all right.
I'm fighting through the pain.
Yeah. Some things are bad, some things are good. That's what we call life, baby.
That's a cargo bay mantra, you know. Some things are bad, some things are good. And then right in the middle, you got hobby talk.
That's right. Because there are both good Star Wars cards and bad Star Wars cards. BC, we don't have a ton on the docket today, but we do have a little bit. I won't call it fan mail. I'll call it viewer mail. Because won't presume we have fans, but I think people
I like
forget
viewer
that
mail.
the word fan comes from the word fanatic, and I guess I'm a Star Wars fanatic, maybe. I mean, I love it.
I think fanatic is appropriate. I push back a little just because of father fanatics.
Yeah.
Now has brought in some mixed feelings about the word in general. But fanatical, sure.
Anyway, it's viewer mail. I'm excited to crack that open, and then we've got a little bit of top news to go through. Before we get to our next slide, BC, I just want to point out this image of Rey Skywalker brutally destroying this training remote with a stick against a tree, which she does right in front of little BB-8, which she's just crushed with a tree she cut down. This is all strange to me, BC, because we got our new living set cards, and apparently training remotes are alive. They're at least on the level of droids. They're characters.
Here's what I want to say first before maybe I go on a bit of a tirade. The artistic rendering is fantastic, and I have nothing against the artist. Both of the cards this week, fantastic. When I saw that the training droid was included in the living set, I was like, "What are we going to put in a vacuum cleaner next? Like, what's the cutoff here?
I mean, I feel
like where does character stop in Star Wars, and when does just appliance come into play?
I mean, I would I might like a Hydro Spanner card. I guess not in this set though. If you're going to put in an inanimate object, maybe the chessboard on the Falcon would be cool.
That would be somehow even more appropriate than the training remote.
It's odd. To me. It's very odd. I always assumed that, this was, again, Star Wars has a weird relationship with the sentience of droid.
Yes.
Of droids. But I always assume that training remotes are basically, they're hardware. They're you don't talk to them. They don't talk to you.
I'm not sure in there. So I know many people out there would know, but I feel like maybe there's like a mouse droid card, which is I have
the mouse droid card from the living set. I didn't have a problem with that, but it does have a voice. It freaks out.
It's got a little bit of a personality. There is like a vocal quality to this. This one really did just feel like this thing doesn't have. It's like this is a dishwasher. This is a microwave. This is I don't know. That was just my initial feeling. Like the shot itself is cool. I mean, you got little Grogues in the foreground who about to get zapped or whatever, and it's like, okay. I mean, again, the rendering's cool, but it's like, it's more of a Grogu thing than it is a training droid. It makes more sense if you just do Grogu with it as opposed to it's a character. I don't know. I don't want to sound too negative about it. I saw it and was like, it's kind of a strange one.
I mean, it's a trading card. It's fine, but
Yeah.
The dumb part of my brain was like, why'd you do this? But then again, I do own that mouse droid card, and I remember being like, oh, cool, a mouse droid. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just full of beans. You see me censoring myself there, VC? That was good.
Yeah, it was really nice. I just want to say, all you fanatics out there, one, appreciate your likes, appreciate your comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. But let us know in the comments, would you rather have the training droid thing or the mouse droid?
Yeah.
Which one of those two would you more highly covet out of those? Because personally, I think the mouse droid makes more sense, but that's just me. I don't want to sway the audience.
Yeah, maybe we'll run a poll or something.
I like that.
All right, I'm advancing the slide, BC. We had our Throwback Thursday set we missed last week because the timing of how they released it. But they're doing this blue hockey design. This is a cool looking design. I'm not going to get it because I'm broke. Had a Discord interaction where I was talking about this card. VC, if you want to highlight the good grief.
Good grief on the Karga Bay. Come on, Umbasa. I love it. One of my favorite things I've seen. And then you, of course, sent the wonderful reaction with Carl Weathers from Arrested Development in reaction. It gave me a good chuckle. I did want to at least give some shout out to last week's Throwback Thursday since we did miss it. And there is a good grief in there.
Yeah, it's a great grief. I love Carl Weathers. I love Grief Karga. This is the Cargo Bay doesn't have an active Discord server. This is from my Twitch server. I've obscured my name because I stream on Twitch, but maybe you won't like me on Twitch, so it's a secret, baby.
Yeah.
If you want to find me on Twitch, you gotta dig.
Well, I thought it was kind of weird when you said you were investing in a hot tub so you could do those indoor hot tub streams, and I was like, you gotta do what you think is right, I guess.
Incredibly, I am still broke. I don't know. I'm sitting on there for like 20 hours a day. I'm all pruning. I just kind of roll out at the end of the day. Just chlorinated water, just filling my pores.
Did I get any more bits?
But yeah, cool card design, and I think we have, if I move on here, I think we have this week's selection. These look good. We got Dr. Pershing, Grogu, and I think a good image of IG-11 there.
Love the IG-11 card. I really do like that image. Of course, everyone's favorite character from season 3 in his highlight episode, Dr. Pershing. And shout out to the Grogu card with the chainmail. You and I famously love both the chainmail and the giant coin that hangs around his entire torso underneath his little gunny sack there.
So I'll say I'd say I'm a Pershing fan, genuinely. Mm-hmm. And the chainmail, when they were melting down that spear, I think we had like an episode cliffhanger where we didn't know what the spear was being turned into. I called it. I remember being like, that's going to be just like Frodo's mithril coat, and then we're going to get a reveal just like Frodo, where it's like, oh, Grogu's alive because of the Beskar
because
chain
of the mithril.
Why we then need a big old metal coin on top of the thing we've already melted down? One of my favorite weapons in Star Wars ever, the Beskar spear. We got rid of it for the coat, and apparently we just could have had the big old coin all along. I don't know.
I mean, I know we're all on pins and needles to see what Grogu's Mandalorian helmet looks like whenever he gets it dropped on his little dome. But I don't know. I'm kind of hoping we go the other way and stop putting armor on the baby. It's just me.
It is a fascinating place we find ourselves in with the Mandalorian. Just like, what are we gonna do with this kid? When is he gonna talk? I don't know. Exciting stuff.
Child soldier? Maybe we just, keep going that
route. So yeah, there's our hockey throwback set. They tend to do these in 3, so they line up on a is that a Y? They do these? I'm checking my New Hope set right quick.
It is sets of 3, yeah.
Okay. No, they did 4 for a New Hope.
Did they?
Yep, I've got, which is a little annoying. I got one extra back here.
So 12. There's 12 total.
Yeah, I'd rather them just fit on one page.
Or 4 sets of 3. Yeah. If they fit on one page, that would make too much sense. So that's why they don't do it.
And there are I was thinking if you got all the short prints, they might. No, yeah. So who knows how many of these are gonna do? Probably 12. But nice design.
I just wish someone there would listen to us when we say, make it make sense for a binder page.
Yeah.
Right? They're like, we could do 9, but let's do 12 instead, so it bleeds on over to the next page, as opposed to having one clean sheet of one set. You flip it over, you've got 9 beautiful cards of another throwback set. No, they just want everything to just willy-nilly in your binders. Not a care or thought for the collector.
Look, I mean, Fanatics, you could probably produce some binders. I guess part of it is like not everybody uses binders for their collections, but I would say it's a sizable portion of the collector market, especially for stuff like this, where it's like, where am I going to put all these things? In a binder, especially if you're...
What's the best way to display them? Oh, in those manufactured pages that come 9 to a page for cards that everyone knows about.
Here's what we have to do, BC. You and I have to go into manufacturing and make like 12 card binder pages and binders. Start making 100. Somehow they line up perfectly with 100 cards on a binder. I guess just 10 card pages, which would be...
But it's still not going to work.
It's still not going to look good.
Because of the dimensions.
I mean, we'll figure it out.
The first Topps Finest set is 90 cards, and it's perfect and beautiful when you put it in a binder, because you start on card 1, and then when you get to card 90, guess what? Set's over, and you don't have any empty slots in your binder pages. You don't have to be like, maybe I'll just throw a duplicate in there so I don't have an empty slot. I don't know. Which is always my conundrum. Again, that's just me complaining about being a collector and the annoyances of very tiny things that don't really matter.
I mean,
for all listening.
It's just such an easily solvable problem. It doesn't make any sense. My Chrome Galaxy 2021, I have a Kylo Ren card as card number 100. It's a good looking card. I just took it out of the set and put it in the box because it made me so angry to have the extra card there.
Yeah, I just put in all of them because I'm like, I think 4 or 5 cards short from the flagship like master set, minus the more short printy stuff, and it's card 100's the Emperor, and I'm like, I guess I'll just start throwing all the insert sets after that, and just whatever. I don't know. I just felt so defeated when I did it.
Insert sets should be 9 cards. That's the perfect amount of cards for an insert set.
9 or 18.
Yep.
You know, if you want to do a bigger one, do 18. Don't do 20. 20 doesn't mean no good. 9,
no.
18. It's simple math, folks. Please. Someone, Topps, please just listen to us on this, please.
Let's start a petition. Let's start a Cargo Bay petition. If you're a binder person, let us know in the comments. We'll get that circulating. Let's solve this issue.
We will get this done.
I think we have another slide, VC. I'm pushing the button. We do. It's our poll for the week, VC. We had a lot of votes on this. Thanks for voting, folks. So the question is, your card just came back from the grading service. The subgrades are all 9s except for 1 10. Which grade do you want to be the 10? And the options are centering, corners, edges, or surface. And centering overwhelmingly winning here.
It's a runaway. And I think the thing I learned about this is nobody give an F about the edges of their cards.
Yeah, zero votes. I was surprised because I thought it would be a pretty heated battle between centering, corners, and surface. And corners and surface evenly split at 18%, but against that 64% on centering, I mean, it's the most immediately apparent, I guess,
it is.
At that level of grading. Like if we were talking about 8s and a 9, maybe we'd have different answers here, but
like to me, it's all like the degree of the centering, right? Like if it's 55-45, I'm like, that's probably fine. If it's 70-30, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
It's like it is the most like the initial scan that I think if I'm just looking at a card or like trying to determine, it's like, hey, if this is something I consider sending in, like just is it centered first? Surface is always the one that I have to like get out like a magnifying glass.
Especially,
and be like,
at a 9
where are the
versus
dimples
10.
on this thing? Yeah.
That's I will say SGC is a company that does subgrades, and with Chrome cards, if I'm getting from SGC, I want Surface is number one for me because I like Chrome cards a lot. Print lines are a problem with Chrome, and sometimes they're not going to knock it down to a an 8.5. So you might have a 9 that has some fairly visible surface damage. So I don't know. I went into this thinking that the surface is the most important thing, the quality of the image that's on the card. But especially now we've got a lot of cards with I guess always we've had cards with very obvious borders. Especially those vintage cards, the centering really, when it's centered, it looks special. Nice.
It does look special because a lot of them you'll just see that like tiny little sliver border, and you're like, ooh, that one just by the hair on his chin's got a border on the right side of the card. I mean, I do wish that, like, because all of the grading companies are going to grade off of these factors. I do like that Beckett has like transparency on the grades. Whereas like, SGC and PSA will give you like the overall grade. I'm like, someone just tell me where I got my knock. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you go through and you're looking like, what made this a 9 instead of a 10? Or what made this a 7 instead of an 8? Like sometimes you can see it, but sometimes you're like,
Could
someone just tell me what the individual grades were?
I think you can pay for subgrades. SGC, maybe I'm mistaken. I thought SGC will do subgrades. It's just an extra charge.
I don't think they'll put them on the label.
Okay.
I mean, Beckett puts them on the label, but Beckett is your grandpa's website, as you were showing on your hot tub stream the other day.
Boy, that website is all over the place. There's like 3 different Beckett font sets for the logo and different color schemes. I did
like you almost expect there to be like a view counter at the bottom of the page.
that says 5. I did want to mention we had one of the comments on this post was I submitted through PSA. I don't have subgrades, and that may be an upcoming poll. BC is which do you prefer, a subgrade or not? Would you rather know or not know on a card? I do appreciate that about PSA, where if I have a PSA 9, I feel good about it. I personally, I don't want to know. I mean, a lot of times it's easy to tell what it was dinged for, but my kind of compulsive nature, I just want to know it's a 9 and not think about the subgrades. It is cool, but it bums me out when I've got a Beckett, 9, and there are a bunch of 8.5s on the label. Like, oh, I don't like seeing the 8s when I get my card as a 9.
Yeah.
I wanted to shout out E-Dub Drippin' Stuff. Did a video recently, a PSA return video. It's the first time I've taken the time to watch like a PSA return like that in full. And it was really educational for me as both a vintage newbie and just someone who hasn't done a lot of slab submissions, to be like, wow, it is really crazy that card's a 9 when there's something obviously crazy with it, and this card is an 8 where I can't really tell what the issue is.
Huge shout out to that channel especially for vintage stuff. His PSA returns are always very good. Like just being able to see comparisons side by sides, how the grades are going.
Crystal clear video. Not easy to shoot cards in a way that really looks that sharp.
So go check out E-Dub's Rippin' Stuff. We'll plug him forever. I love that channel. So go check that out. There's I mean, it's just if you like the vintage stuff, being able to see those returns is really educational. I think so. As much as we like to plug our beginner set guides for the experts, the expert level, go check out some of those PSA return videos because those are highly informational.
Or if you're just curious and you want better content.
If you're just like, these guys are just droning on about card pages and get over it, fellas.
All right,
we're lowly blaster boys. This is what we worry about.
In our very professional operation, I'm going to see if we have another slide here. We do.
We do. We certainly do.
BC, this is a great comment if you want to take it.
Yeah, hold on, give me a second. So this is from Comic Book Curator. I don't have my glasses on.
Oh,
I
I'll
think
take
that's
it.
6'8".
Yes, Comic Book Curator, 68. Price is killing the market today. This is about Flagship, by the way. This is in response to one of our super box opening videos, I believe. Price is killing the market today, and at least this price makes sense. When I grew up, they were called bubblegum cards for a reason and only cost 15 cents per pack, and every kid could buy. Now packs are $8 plus, and you have to take out a loan to buy a box. Truth. So watching y'all open up something affordable is nice. Congratulations on the polls, and thanks for the show. Yeah, absolutely agree here. It is wild to me thinking about, like, even when I was growing up in the 90s, cards were significantly cheaper, but it was still a thing where it was like, do I want to pay $3 for this pack of movie cards when an action figure is $6? It wasn't something where it was like an impulse buy, because I did buy packs of cards, for various movies, and including Star Wars. I bought some Star Wars packs from something or other every once in a while. But yeah, Flagship is a refreshing breeze.
Yeah, it is. And I don't know. I like this comment too because I mean, obviously this is 15-cent packs was a little before our time, but even when I was collecting primarily sports cards as a kid, like it was junk wax era, whatever, just after post junk wax era. But like I could go to like my grocery store and they would have like blaster packs for like $10, and I'd be like, for $10 I can get 20 packs of cards. I was like, well, that's a deal, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then as it went on, like I noticed the price would be higher and I would get less packs, and I was like, this isn't as fun as it used to be, because I was still young. I was like not getting what I perceived as value for what I was paying for, because like every penny counted whenever you're young and just buying baseball and football cards and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. And then when we came back into the hobby, like things were nuts in terms of prices, and it's just like the Wild West. So it's like seeing Flagship at a reasonable price compared relative to other things that are out there. It's like, man, it's a breath of fresh air. So yeah, it is nice to see things that are geared towards collectors that aren't trying to destroy your bank account.
My first initiation into being crazed about cards would have been Pokemon cards. Around the same time I was getting some football cards. But Pokemon cards were pretty pricey for a kid, and my parents are fantastic parents, wonderful parents. One of the only things I'll forever be upset about is that they were like, these cards are never going to be they're not worth anything. They're not going to be worth anything. This is stupid. Stop buying them. Like, don't hang on to these. It's like, oh man, even the small amount of Pokemon of first edition Pokemon cards that I had, granted they probably wouldn't have been in incredible condition, but I do wish I had those Pokemon cards I managed to get my grubby little hands on. I wanted them so much, and even if I had the money, it was sometimes something where it was like, you can't buy that, that's stupid. Like I was like, oh man, no. Because
like, but you don't understand. One day I'm gonna have a YouTube channel where I talk about trading. Dad,
I like my end cut off your rant. It like sound gated your tantrum at a certain point.
I said some vulgar things, so it's probably a good thing that it did.
Maybe it was the filter. Yeah, I mean, I'm not like a huge Pokemon fan to this day, but that was a collectible from my youth. I wish I had.
I was right past the age when Pokemon was cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So but I saw that younger wave of the Pokemon craze happen after me, and I was like, I don't get it. But the cards are cool. I mean, I still think the original cards are cool.
Great images.
My little niece is now like collecting Pokemon cards. So like, obviously, huge market for those. It's just wild. Never gone away, really.
It is the biggest entertainment franchise in terms of revenue on the face of the planet. Pokemon is the biggest. It's bigger than like Marvel put together. Apparently,
so there you go.
That's wild.
There you go.
That blows my mind because I don't see a lot of. I mean, I see cards and stuff, but there aren't a lot of people. I don't know. I guess there are a lot of people my age who are still into Pokemon. Anyway, this is a Star Wars podcast, BC.
Yeah, let's get out. Stop talking about Pokemon. What are we, a bunch of?
We got some more comments here. We have some comments on one of our vintage set guide videos. BC, you selected this image. I'm not sure. Should I read all of these?
Just a general smattering of a praise for us, which I thought we really should include to make ourselves feel better. But do just want to shout out everyone who's been commenting and engaging with our content. Really do appreciate the feedback. The fact that you're enjoying this stuff does mean a lot to us. That's why we continue to do it. It gives us something to do, and it seems like you're all enjoying it as well. So we're going to keep going. We just wrapped up the New Hope top series. So we've got that. We will be moving on to Empire Strikes Back. We talked about it last week, and there was another comment previously asking about some of the, sort of like Wonder Bread sets or different things. I think we are going to touch on some of those eventually, but right now we are focusing on kind of the main tops releases. And then it's like I said, at some point we will have a guide of some sort for some of the more niche cards that maybe aren't full on or full-fledged top sets.
Yeah, I think maybe when we wrap up the original trilogy, we'll do a big overview video. And BC, I was aware of it when I said it. I just want to say, I said E-dubs ripping stuff because I am sometimes called E-dubs by certain friends of ours. It is E-dub ripping stuff. I made a mistake. I apologize. I'm on my knees.
We'll get it right. Yes, I have been known to call you E-dubs myself. So whenever E-dub ripping stuff came in, I was like, do you have another channel you didn't tell me about? And it wasn't you.
It took you a while to figure it out. You kept sending me pictures, and you were like, "Is this you?
Did you change your entire face?
Did you get more handsome? What happened?"
When did you get an amazing collection of vintage cards and not tell me? We have a show together where we talk about this. I
hold the good.
I just
stuff.
missed it for a long time, honestly. I just missed it.
BC, I'm moving on to another slide here. BC ships. BC, you're sending out cards to people.
I'm sending out cards. This was from about 3 weeks ago. I got this out, and it was received by one of our commenters from the BC ships secret promo that we put out at the end of the video. Did send this Thrawn out to Padwin, who has received their card. This is one of my old cards from when I was sketching things for fun. Back when I was doing some twitching, was doing that. I never got into hot tubs quite like you did, but I feel like I might have missed that wave.
Let me tell you, I guess I missed it too, BC. But I'm going to keep going. When you see my skin sloughing off in future videos, it's because hot tubs do not work like Bacta tanks. I've tried, I go in there with open wounds and they just don't close up in there.
Fester and stuff. Anyway, this was the winner there. I do also still... I've not forgotten you. Hold on, I've got my eyeballs are terrible today for some reason. I've got Go RS cards also was a winner from the BC ships. And they said something about a Jyn Erso card, which I don't have one sketched yet, but I am going to work on that. I promise, Go RS cards. If you hit me up or hit us up at the Cargo Bay Pod at protonmail.com, that's another place you can interact with us if you don't want to drop stuff in the comments. If you want to send any shipping information there, I'd be happy to work on a Jyn Erso for you. Just let me know where I can send that to you. Also, you guys and gals can reach out to us through Instagram. We are the Cargo Bay Pod on Instagram.
We have an Instagram.
We do have an Instagram. I check it infrequently, but it's got some of my sketch cards on there that I had done a long time ago. I'll probably try to do a better job of getting some of the the stuff I have posted on there. We'll do another giveaway at some point, so keep an eye out for that. I got a stack of personal BC sketch cards. Again, not licensed, anything like that. Just things that I did for fun a while ago. So keep an eye out. We'll probably run another giveaway if that's of interest to anybody. And I did want to. I'm gonna toss this up for you. Okay. So in the spirit of talking about us shipping things, I wanted to go ahead and just toss this over to you so you can knock this out of the park.
I don't own a boat. Oh, I missed it.
It was the effort that counted is the main thing.
A swing and a miss. No, BC. We. Oh, whoops. I forgot about the Ahsoka slide. So
Ahsoka. We watched it. We liked it.
Yeah, we liked it. It's a good time. I'm looking forward to more. Yeah. Awesome. we may do an Ahsoka regular talk at some point, but I don't know. You and I have fun talking about Star Wars cards. I think at this point, maybe even more than just talking about Star Wars. Partially because people hate each other for talking about Star Wars. Not us personally, but it's a toxic thing to do to talk about content.
Wait, are you toxic fandom? That's unheard of.
It is, boy, oh boy, let me tell you, I did log back into the Cargo Bay Twitter just for a second, and wow. people get mad about things.
Just a real hive of scum and villainy.
But that pitch you pitched me that I missed, VC, here is a box that was sent to us. I have not asked permission to show this box on camera, so I think it's okay to refer to this person as Pat. So I will do so. Pat, I will delete this from the video if you're upset that I said this. So I have not gone through this box, BC.
This is a mystery box.
This is a mystery box. So let's see here. Somehow my camera is reversed again. I do have the capability to fix this now. Discord likes to flip my camera. Haha. All right. Hey guys, here's a bunch of Star Wars cards. Most are just extras, and they're mostly from the latest boxes Topps has released. I threw in some other random Star Wars stuff you might enjoy, like a few yellow 77 cards. Ooh,
hey.
I think I put one blue 77. It's at best a PSA 5, but I have another one. I also put in some Allen and Ginter cards. Nice. I'm assuming BC is a Dodger fan. I don't know if you are, BC, but I live here in LA, so I'm a bit of a Dodger fan.
We've attended a Dodger game together, as a matter of fact.
Yes, we did. Had good seats.
We did have good seats.
So I definitely included those as well as some other randoms. The aforementioned wide vision card is at the bottom of the box. Nice. Hopefully you guys can find something you like here. Thanks again for your YouTube videos. Always nice to have a late night chuckle. Take care, from Pat, whose name I have obscured. Thank you very much, Pat. This is awesome.
Appreciate it, Pat. Yeah.
I'm excited to get into this box here. I did check my setup earlier and had it in a way where my table didn't look quite so disgusting. But starting over here, looks like we have a this is the tin I didn't have from the Obi-Wan release. Let me pull focus. I'll get image quality the best I possibly can here, which isn't saying a lot. Blink. Look at that, BC. I don't think I've ever seen one of these big boys.
I definitely have not.
Was this from the collector's box? Look at that.
Yeah, I think so.
That's pretty cool.
Poster art card.
Very nice. Oh, already getting the hits. Ooh, and BC, I believe this is just a pack. It's empty, but this is a pack of the yellows. So that's awesome. I want this in my collection. I'm keeping this one, BC.
All right, that's fine. No, that's fine.
Nice. Oh, whoa. We got a lot of Obi-Wan cards in here. Probably enough for me to complete my set because I'm getting pretty close. Look at this. We have a bunch of heroes on top. There's a lot of Sully Starks in here. Look at all these baby Lukes.
Little baby Luke.
Little baby Lukes.
Oh, there's little Freddie Freeman.
These Allen and Ginter cards are really cool to me. Always,
I like Allen and Ginter a lot.
Ooh, BC, look at look at this. Clone Wars, Gindi Clone Wars. Incredible. Ooh, including some of the sticker cards. Obi-Wan cutting his way out of Dirge. If you haven't watched this series, I highly recommend it. It's really short. It's fantastic. We have some... wait, who is this? We have Alan and Ginter National Chocolate Day.
Sorry, I had to drop off because the video froze for me. But I'm back.
Oh, well, you missed some cool Clone Wars BC.
Oh,
some
yeah.
Clone Wars stickers. Got a nice patch card here from Obi-Wan. Oh, and look at this. We got a lot of purples and blues back here as well.
Look at that frack.
Look at it. Oh, nice.
Oh, nice kite.
I haven't seen this concept art card yet.
I have not either.
Obi-Wan peeking on Luke over there.
Yeah.
And we've got some more blues, which is awesome because when I fill out my binders, my set binders, I always include the rarest parallel of a card I can have.
Yeah.
I like having a binder with a bunch of color pop. All right, so moving on here, we have, this is a big box, BC. We may not have time to go through all of it. Whoa. Check it out. Oh, nice. We have some
sweet.
Some 206 cards. I'm not going to go through all of these right now because I want to keep them safe and not mess them up.
Yeah.
Because I've got some filling out to do on this set. I know you do as well, BC. So
yeah.
we'll do some discording about that later. Look at all of this.
Holy smokes.
Oh, I'm really excited about these 206 cards.
Yeah.
And then I was told there was a lot of, ooh, we can see there's a foil back there. There's a lot of flagship base in here. So we'll definitely be able to complete a set there.
Nice.
There's some more Obi-Wan in here. Fantastic. Moving on to another box. Someone was very generous to ship us this. This is not a light box.
No.
Oh God, no! Thank God it was in the plastic. We have some more Obi-Wan and flagship. Ooh, these are top-loaded cards here. These look like comic book inserts. These look like they're probably all character cards from Obi-Wan.
Nice.
I am going to get into these top-loaded cards, BC, because I'm curious.
Look at the careful packaging too. You got to appreciate that. This is someone who knows how to ship cards.
Yeah, these are all arriving in the condition in which they were sent.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
Zoop. You ever get those shipments from an eBay sale? And you're like, have you ever shipped a card before?
Whoa,
that's cool. Little Reese Hoskins jersey piece.
Game used. That's awesome. Yeah. I'm not a knowledgeable about baseball. I do go to a Dodgers game every once in a while, but that's awesome. That's definitely the first time I've held one of those in hand.
Nice.
One of those beautiful Obi-Wan poster cards.
Card.
2001 MVP Rookie of the Year. Ooh, look at this, a blue quill.
Ooh, that's nice.
Blue Executioner Stormtrooper.
Whoa.
Oh, BC. Well, this is a beautiful PSA 5 to have, if that's indeed what it is.
That's
amazing card. Beautiful.
I love that card. Love that card.
The blue is so beautiful in person. And look at these. Look at these beautiful yellows, BC. Oh my goodness. This is really exciting. Yes.
Yo,
the creepy 3PO and friend.
You love those protocol droids.
I do. And then we have a gold Jarek Yeager. Ooh,
whoa,
an autograph. Duke Ko Organa. Look at that sticker, BC.
Great sticker. I love that image.
Ooh, nice. We got a little auto collection here.
Yeah.
I do like my stack of random Star Wars autos. Wade!
Nice.
I really appreciate having the dead pilot card.
Yeah.
I love someone who goes down in a cockpit. And then we have who is this? I don't even know where their names are. Steve Garvey.
Yeah.
BC knows. And then we're
I got a little bit of baseball knowledge.
Reaching the end of our box here. It looks like these are more Allen and Ginters, BC. I'm not going to fumble my way through these because I will just continue to look like an idiot. Again, I will Discord you about those. And I know somewhere in here there is also look at this. Look at how secure this wide vision card is. I know that there are some location cards buried in here for you somewhere. that may have just been a threat.
I'm there's like 1 or 2 locations that I am in need of, so we might be looking at finishing out the old flagship set here.
Going to be very or open this very gingerly because nice. I even get the opening experience here. I'm going to be so gentle. Because these are still hard to get, BC.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Look at, we're twinsies now.
Beautiful. Yep, cool cards, these big old wide visions.
I love them. I like them a whole lot.
Yeah, very cool.
Some of the images are like whatever, but the quality and the quality of them, they're all top notch.
They're all tops notch.
Hey, I see what you did there.
Hey,
because they're tops trading cards, right? And that's why you did that. That's why you said that.
God, I am full of self-loathing. Thank you so much, Pat. That was a delight.
Yes,
excited to go through all these in detail. Oh man, some really cool cards in there. Especially excited, BC. I'm gonna fight you for these yellows here.
All right, we can fight about it.
We do that a lot. The only time we see each other in person is when we fly across the country to give each other a few smackaroos.
Yeah. I mean, I know everyone thinks it's all fun and games on the cargo bay, but the behind the scenes stuff, it really is like something off of American Chopper.
Yeah, it is. BZ, speaking of American Chopper, we may have some DVDs, the both of us, that are just waiting for
yes,
waiting for content. All right, I guess we're done.
Another classic smooth exit out of the cargo bay.
I just had a visualization of my brain like losing a thought and it turning into a mass of pudding. Like it just like I saw it happen in real time.
I feel that almost on a daily basis. I just think that's normal,
Welcome, bye-bye. You got a schwoomp for us?
Yeah, let me just clean up our exit here. Hey, appreciate y'all checking us out this week. It's a pleasure having you all in the cargo bay. Be sure to like and subscribe and do all the things that you've been doing. Again, we very much appreciate interaction on this channel. You don't have to send us cards, but if you do, we'll appreciate it. Definitely not necessary, but we are very grateful. So appreciate you for sending those cards. We do love trading cards and going through them, so appreciate that very much.
Oh, and BC is frozen. So I guess in a strange turn of events, I'm going to do a schwoomp. Whoop. BC? BC?